Yo, what is up? It is the Purple Yeti. And unlike other fictitious Kansas State related characters with ridiculous names like myself, I do come at you on Mondays, and I'm back again. Now, whereas some others got a little quiet today, yesterday a little bit, I was quiet over the weekend. Yeah, that's right. I love the blog, love Casey College Game Day, but when Purple Yeti's peeps come down, you gotta be the host. So that's what I was the host. So, I got some delicious Dr. Pepper bowl, some tendinitis. But, so I'm here. Weekend was fun. Did not make any food. Totally ordered out the whole weekend. Capsule football feedings for the week in. It's just one word. Tacos. That's about it, really. What's left? Not much. Had some mellow mushroom last night. Go check that out. That's good pizza. Maybe not as good as the mean green, but it worked. So that's all done. You didn't see the live vlog because I was busy being a host, whereas we were watching some football. I was still being the hostess with the mostest. The tweeting went a little down too because my hand was kind of busy, if you know what I mean. So it's a weekend. Things are rolling hard. A lot of teams went down the top 25. So many, in fact, probably won't name them all now. But what I can say is that Kansas played a great game against Kansas State in the Sunflower Showdown. You see, they kept it close for a half. Good job, guys. I mean, yeah, you had to do 2 trick plays on a drive just to get a touchdown in. You did kind of force safety, what was it, in the start of the second half, and you kept it close. You had me actually worried. Good job. Of course, you know, Kansas State took over after that and steamrolled with a double whammy of an attack with Colin Klein, Dark Horse Heisman, and John Hubert, the unsung hero for the Wildcats. Charlie Weiss had nothing. His team sucks. They don't have the talent. They're not going to get it anytime soon. Maybe as soon as Bill Snyder kicks the bucket. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. I hope, knock on fake wood. So he'll probably just eat up a paycheck not unlike Turner Gale for the next 2 years before Kansas decides to buy out another contract. I mean, it's just writing on the wall. Yeah, it's not all doom and gloom yet. I think they'll probably wait until he gets his guys in there. But he's got his guy in there right now, and his guy tossed like 2 or 3 interceptions in the third quarter of last week's game. You know, with that kind of momentum coming out to start the game, catching Kansas State off guard, you know, getting them out of their routine, you know, causing a false start penalty. You know, they had something going on there, but they just couldn't keep it up because they just don't have the talent. And we'll see here. We'll see here in a couple years just what happens, but it doesn't look good to me. I mean, they were busy re-upping the basketball coaches, whoever he is, the contract. So that was quite the game. The other big game of the weekend just happened to be West Virginia going down here to Austin, Texas, for a little bit of the old Texas Longhorn two-step. And boy, let me tell you, I didn't get to watch all of the game. I got to see the first half, and I actually got to watch the second half in a theater, movie theater. Crazy kids. One thing's for sure. Texas's defense just does not have enough to stop a team like West Virginia. West Virginia, they're really good on offense. Definitely the way to beat them is a pound on the ground and just go real slow, because any quick scores are just going to come right back and do it. You got to get them out of the rhythm. If anything, you got to make sure that the rest of the team does not break a sweat on offense, like Geno Smith has not broken a sweat. Broken? Point is, if they're cold, they might have a hard time getting started. It's the best thing you can do. Maybe get up a score on them. Who knows? We'll find out, that's for sure. And we'll find out next weekend when West Virginia plays a team I do not know of. What else? Oklahoma came back. They whipped the crap. Like they definitely shined the light back down on the Norman Oklahomaites, and some people in Oklahoma think they're now still a national title contender, which is lame. I mean, to win out is kind of a hard thing to do in the Big 12. I don't think it's going to happen when they're that shaky. I mean, I'd love to see Oklahoma win as much to help make Kansas State look good, but I don't know if that's really going to happen. Texas Tech, hey, guess what? You're Texas Tech. That's about it. Iowa State with the biggest upset. Not the biggest upset. Maybe the biggest upset in the Big 12, but it was kind of obvious. Casey Paul had a DWI. He was out. TCU, they're coming back to earth, which is fine. Brain fart. No. Farmageddon, speaking of which, we'll get to that in a second. But West Virginia is playing... Oh! Texas Tech. Yeah, we know who's going to win that one. Woo! So, that was the Big 12 week that was. Nationally, a bunch of people lost. Top 25, a lot of teams lost. Nebraska got blown up by Ohio State. I think Ohio State's going to run the table and not go to a bowl game. That's awesome. I love it. Perfect for the Big 10. Florida State, we found out what they were. Yeah, not very good. Overrated ACC, baby. That's what I'm talking about. SEC, the apologists are coming right out and claiming the teams in the up and rising are just as strong as the teams who are falling back down. The hype machine is just so beautiful. They're like politicians down there, really. All of a sudden, ooh, look at Florida, they're back. Yikes. You know, you don't see Kansas State getting that. But then again, Kansas State hasn't won a national championship, so, you know, there's that. Point is, the apologists keep rotating whoever's, like, undefeated down there as, like, the ultimate. And it's getting a little tired. Unfortunately, they do have the best team in the country, but really, it's 3 teams out of 14 in that conference. They still have Missouri and Vanderbilt down there. Please, people. So, there's that. What else? Yeah, I didn't watch much. Yeah, I saw Michigan win because my homie who came down, Jolly, loved it. He loves Michigan. He's going to the Michigan-Nebraska game. First time Michigan has ever been to Lincoln. I don't know when that'll be. That'll probably be in a couple weeks. But that would be a treat to see. I'm kind of jealous of that guy. So, yeah, that was the week that was. So what's the week ahead? Well, let me take swigs and tell you. Farmageddon, that's what it is. Yeah, the original. Nebraska and Iowa, yeah, go away. Go act like you're relevant somewhere else. Farmageddon was the Kansas State, Iowa State tradition. It is still, and it will be forever, Big 8 all the way, baby. And we get the another edition this weekend. The difference, of course, it'll be in Ames, Iowa. This guy is scared. Although with the upset magic washed away on TCU, Kansas State might have a pretty good chance of just walking out of there with a going-away win instead of a last-minute win, which is what Farmageddon has been for the last 4 years. So this is the trap game. This is the one that I think that might undo Kansas State. Got a bad feeling about it. Last few times they were there, they lost. And that was over 4 years ago. Granted, they might have had a Ron Prince fingerprint over it, but it's scary nonetheless. So, good kudos to Iowa State for winning this weekend, and congrats to Kansas State for doing what you normally do, your job. So, that's a big game this weekend. This guy's watching it. I'm gonna cook something up, maybe something farm related. We shall see. What other big games are coming up this week? You can probably follow KCCollegeGameDay.com on your web browser, like right up there, and you will be able to see what other games I'm previewing this week. Hey, you know what? You can even comment down below and let me know what you want me to talk about on top of that, which looking at the list in my handy-dandy embedded wristwatch of people who have commented, not much. That's fine. I'm still going. It's Monday, and this character is here. So, Texas, oh, it's the Red River Shootout this weekend. Not the Red River rivalry. Whoever this kind of anesthetizes and cuts the testicular fortitude away of these rivalry games needs to go back to the hole they crawled out of. It's the Red River Shootout. Bang, bang! And that's what's going to happen. There's no defense. I'm convinced the defense is probably about the same, and you know what? The offense is about the same between Texas and Oklahoma. Except you got a quarterback on the rise, and you got a quarterback coming back down with David Ash and Landry Jones. I think Texas has the better running game, but Oklahoma has owned Texas like Kansas State has owned Texas, so that one is going to be an interesting one to watch indeed. My TV will be on Farmageddon, though. Just saying. What else? Alabama's going to wax Missouri. That's done. By the way, Missouri has not won a game in the SEC. Good job, guys. Who else? You know, there's other... Actually, all 5 teams in the Big 12 are playing. So you're going to see a little bit of the old TCU at Baylor. It's not the Civil War. I forgot what rivalry. Hey, if you know what the rivalry is for that, let me know. But that's happening this weekend. It's a classic rivalry rekindled because TCU joined the conference. West Virginia, Texas Tech already talked about that one. That's a blowout. I know Oklahoma State's playing somebody. Oh, they're probably playing Kansas. Wow, that's going to be another blowout. So that's your Big 12 overview. Not that many top 25 matchups. You really have Stanford, Notre Dame, and then you have the Red River Shootout. There really isn't anything else. I think Notre Dame's going to win that one, but the rest of these games are kind of snooze-a-rama. Well, you got Texas A&M and Louisiana Tech. You know, Kevin Sumlin set out some kids specifically for this game, and I don't know if they're going to regret it because Louisiana Tech is now in the top 25. That actually might be a hell of a game to watch, although that Johnny guy is pretty good. Hey, you know what? I also forgot South Carolina LSU's this weekend, but it's the SEC, so whoever wins is going to be the anointed leader of the second place finisher in the BCS because people love to spin it that way. So I think with that, I mean, news-wise, stuff's happened. we're in the middle of the season, really. Drug busts, you know, DGB from Missouri maybe, but you know, usually it's your typical DWIs like Casey Paul, you know, kids acting stupid, being dumb, getting stoned, drinking. That's been happening. So that's your news. Nobody's really died, so that's a good thing. Sickle cell's going down. You gotta watch out for that. It is a very big deal, so you gotta watch out for that. And I think, you know, that's going to end another great week. Kansas State 5-0. Iowa State, will it be 6-0? I don't know. It's going to be close. But hey, next week maybe I'll see ya. Maybe we'll celebrate. Maybe we'll get pumped for a big game. Till then, see ya.